Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed, like you're staring at a mountain of worries, deadlines, and responsibilities, and you have no idea how you're going to climb it? Maybe it's the pressure at work, the stress at home, a health concern, or just that nagging feeling of not being good enough. You look at the week ahead, the month ahead, the year ahead, and your heart just sinks. If that sounds familiar, I want you to take a deep breath with me, because today we're going to talk about a truth that can change everything. Goddess grace is enough for today. It's such a simple phrase, but it holds so much power. We try to carry the weight of the entire future on our shoulders, and we wonder why we feel so crushed and exhausted. But what if we're not meant to carry it all at once? Think about it this way. When the Israelites were wandering in the desert, God didn't give them a warehouse full of food to last them 40 years. He gave them manna, just enough for each day. Exodus chapter 16 tells us they were to gather only what they needed for that day. God was teaching them a vital lesson in trust, a lesson that is just as relevant for us today. He was showing them, and us, that His provision is a daily provision. His grace is a daily grace. We try to gather grace for the whole week, for the whole month, for that big scary event that's happening next year. We mentally stockpile our anxieties, trying to solve problems that haven't even happened yet. But God is gently saying, just focus on today. I have given you exactly what you need for this moment, for this challenge, for this 24-hour period. Trust me. One of the most beautiful passages about this is in 2 Corinthians chapter 12. The Apostle Paul talks about having a thorn in his flesh. We don't know exactly what it was, but it caused him great distress. 3 times he pleaded with God to take it away. He wanted it gone. He wanted a future free from this struggle. But what was God's response? He didn't say, "Don't worry, Paul, I'll take it away next year." He didn't say, "Just hold on for a few more months." He said, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Notice the tense. My grace is sufficient. Present tense, not will be, but is. Right now, in the middle of your struggle, in the middle of your pain, His grace is enough. It's not a promise for a future fix. It's a promise of present help. And what's more, His power shows up most perfectly not when we are strong and have it all together, but when we are weak, when we are at the end of our rope. This completely flips our perspective, doesn't it? We think weakness is something to be ashamed of, something to hide. We think we need to be strong to get through life. But God says our weakness is the very platform where His strength can be displayed. When we admit we can't do it on our own, when we stop trying to muscle through and instead lean into Him, that's when His power really starts to work in our lives. So what does this look like practically? It means waking up in the morning and instead of letting your mind race with a to-do list a mile long, you pause. You take a moment to say, "God, thank you for this new day. I don't know what it holds, but I know you are with me. I trust that you will give me the grace, the wisdom, the patience, and the strength I need for today, and only for today." It means when you're in the middle of a difficult conversation, or facing a tough decision at work, you can take a silent, internal breath and whisper, "Lord, I need your grace for this very moment." It's not about having a 5-year plan for your faith. It's about having a 5-minute plan. It's about trusting Him in this immediate, present moment. Jesus Himself taught us this principle in the Lord's Prayer. He didn't teach us to pray, "Give us this year our yearly bread." He taught us to pray, "Give us this day our daily bread." Daily bread for our bodies, and daily grace for our souls. He knows what we need. He knows the burdens we face, and His supply of grace is fresh every single morning. The Book of Lamentations says His mercies are new every morning. Great is His faithfulness. Think about that. The grace you received yesterday was perfect for yesterday's challenges, but you can't use yesterday's grace for today's problems. Just like you can't run today's race on yesterday's dinner. God provides a fresh supply, tailor-made for what you are facing right now. The grace you need for that presentation. It'll be there when you stand up to speak. The grace you need to be patient with your kids after a long day. It'll be there when they start bickering. The grace you need to face a difficult doctor's appointment. It will meet you in the waiting room. We don't get grace in advance. We get it right when we need it. This requires faith. It requires us to let go of our desire for control, our desire to see the whole path laid out before us. It asks us to walk in faith, trusting that the next step will be illuminated when we get there, and that God's hand will be there to hold us. So let's stop borrowing trouble from tomorrow. As Jesus said in Matthew 6, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." He's not telling us to be irresponsible or not to plan. He's telling us not to be consumed by anxiety about the future. Handle today. Trust God with today, and let Him handle tomorrow. Your strength for today is not meant to handle tomorrow's burdens. But the good news is, you don't have to. When tomorrow becomes today, the grace you need will be there waiting for you, fresh and new. Let's make a commitment together. For the rest of this day, let's try to live in this truth. When a worry about next week pops into your head, gently push it aside and say, "God, your grace is enough for me today." When you feel that wave of overwhelm, remind yourself, I only need to handle this present moment, and God is with me in it. Let's live one day at a time, trusting in the beautiful, sufficient, moment-by-moment grace of a God who loves us deeply. He has you. He has this day, and that is more than enough. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this message encouraged you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. It really helps us reach more people who might need to hear it. God bless you, and remember, His grace is enough for you today.